What do we see from Nick Mullens? What we see from Nick Mullens is he's a fabulous backup quarterback. The Niners are lucky to have him. Any team would be lucky to have him as their backup, as their number 2. I also think that he's good enough to be a number 1 for a few teams. Now, no team I don't think, is going to go out and give him the Teddy Bridgewater contract or a 5-year deal to make him their franchise guy. He's always going to be like the backup who gets a shot. I compare him to Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan Fitzpatrick is almost 39 years old. He's been in the league a really long time. He's been in a lot of teams. He's had a lot of good games, a lot of bad games. He's had so many games in his career where you're like, well, he's done. He's done. Never play him again. I don't want to see him again. And then you don't hear from him for a while. He bounces around. He's on another team. And then, boom, he plays. It's like, oh, yeah, it's Ryan Fitzpatrick time. Ryan Fitzpatrick's pretty good. I think Mullens is a lot like that. He's not necessarily Drew Brees. He's not going to find the right read every time. But he's got cojones. He's got nerve. And when he's not getting his brains beaten in, he is an aggressive downfield thrower, more aggressive than a guy with his arm you would expect. I consider him Ryan Fitzpatrick 2.0. And the thing about Fitzpatrick, the thing about Mullens is just by sheer force of will and experience and staying in the league, they improve. So I don't expect Nick Mullens' career to go away. I think he's going to stay in the league as a backup or a fringe starter for 15 years, improve, and win a bunch of games for teams that are smart enough to have him around. Will he make a lot of money in the NFL? He'll make enough. Will he get the 5-year, $100 million contract? Maybe not. Maybe he shouldn't. But maybe he'll have the Ryan Fitzpatrick career where no one wants to commit to him, but a lot of teams want him because when the first-round pick that they're committed to, that they've paid, doesn't work out, Nick Mullens comes in and plays like a stud. I really think the only thing he needs is a beard because he still looks 11 years old. That's really the problem. He looks 11. He's short. He's got a baby face. He needs to go full Scruff McGruff so people look at him as more of like an alpha male. I really think that Ryan Fitzpatrick has planned this look. And Nick could learn from it, take it a step further. If he comes into training camp next year with a beard, all bets are off. Oh, that's what's really separating him from the franchise quarterbacks of the world, a beard. No, but seriously, in this offense, Nick Mullens is fine. I'd like to see him be the quarterback the rest of the year. I want to see what Nick Mullens can do. Let's compare Nick to Jimmy. Nick had one bad game. All right. Nick was awful against the Eagles. Played well against the Giants. He was fantastic against the Giants. And in garbage time against the Seahawks, he threw for 228 yards. He almost was on pace for 1,000 yards in this game. So really, he's been fine. He's been good in every appearance this year except for one. Jimmy was bad against the Cardinals. He was bad against the Dolphins. He was bad today. 3 bad games, okay? And the 2 good games he had were when he was throwing shovel passes to Deebo Samuel. Apparently, when Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't have Deebo Samuel, everything falls apart. He can't get the ball to Kittle. He completed 1 pass to Kittle today. He completed 3 passes to Brandon Ayuk. What's the point of having Brandon Ayuk on the team? When Garoppolo was in the game, Tevin Coleman and Brandon Ayuk had the same amount of touches, and Coleman left like right away, like halfway through the first quarter. A lot of that's on Jimmy. I mean, you could put it on Kyle and be like, hey, where was all that stuff you did the last 2 games? How come you can't call these screens and jet sweeps? Where was all that? Fair. But all I know is Jimmy Garoppolo's in the game. None of the Niners playmakers are getting the ball. He leaves. Nick Mullens comes in. Ayuk gets 3 catches right away. Kittle gets targeted down the field for the first time in forever. Maybe there's only so much Kyle Shanahan can do with Jimmy Garoppolo. Maybe Kyle Shanahan is secretly right. We only assume what Kyle Shanahan feels about him, but maybe he's right. You know, at a certain point, you got to go down the field. You got to hold the ball in the pocket for more than a half a second. You're paying the guy to do that. Mullens seems to be able to do it. He's not, I don't know if he'll ever be a Pro Bowler in the league or a guy who has a 100 quarterback rating, but he operates this offense better than Jimmy does this year. I think we can agree on that. I would like to see Jimmy traded tomorrow and Nick Mullens start the rest of the year, because I believe Nick Mullens gives them a better chance to win the rest of the year. Goodbye, Jimmy. Any pick you can get for him, get it. Start Nick Mullens. Draft Zach Wilson from BYU in round 1. Start over. Because Jimmy, here's the thing. Think about it this way. Do you think the other 3 teams in the NFC West want the Niners to keep Jimmy Garoppolo after the season or get rid of him? Do you think the Seahawks are thinking, boy, I would hate to face Jimmy Garoppolo again? We got lucky today. You never know what's going to happen when you face Jimmy. No, I think the Rams, the Cardinals, and the Seahawks are thinking, boy, thank God the Niners are stuck with Jimmy Garoppolo. They have Robert Saleh. They got Kyle Shanahan, George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Fred Warner. They're loaded. But they got this melon. They got this lemon at quarterback. They got a lemon. Did I say melon? They got a lemon. I was on a radio station in Seattle a couple of days ago, and they said, hey, I got to tell you, we're huge Jimmy Garoppolo fans in Seattle because he gives the Seahawks hope. He's the reason the Niners are going to lose. And they were right. We hope the Niners keep Jimmy Garoppolo forever. They said, we hope the Niners give Jimmy Garoppolo an extension this weekend. That's how they feel. I think it's over. I think the Jimmy Garoppolo era is over. I'm not saying it's the Nick Mullens era. He hasn't earned that. But the Jimmy Garoppolo era is over. It went fast. Came and went fast. He came in, tore it up, and he's only lost 8 games in his career. He's 24-8 right now. He has won 3/4 of his starts, and he now looks like a backup. Isn't that an amazing career trajectory? Come to the Niners, save the franchise, go to the Super Bowl, win 24 of 32 starts, and then get exposed in loss number 8. It's amazing. I can't really compare it to anything. It's amazing. It's amazing.